What's good, YouTube? Today we are react to movies I would hate to live in. I ain't gonna lie, if this horror movies, I would hate to live in any type of horror. Like,
who could blame me? They're so cool. But now that I've grown, I see that a majority of these movies I thought were super cool to live in actually aren't. So that's what I'll be going over today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some movies I'd hate to live in. Yeah, new little series. And in the end, I'll go over the movie that I'd hate to live in the most. First one up, Avengers, or every Marvel movie. As much as
dead ass. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to wake up and realize that the next day I may get snapped out of existence by Thanos. The fuck?
I love superheroes. You gotta be an idiot to want to live in the Marvel universe. If you know even the slightest bit about Marvel, you know these dudes deal with planetary threats, no joke, more often than I see my dad. And New York gets the worst of it. NYC is like the punching bag or like the 1960s MCU. This city does not catch a break.
They don't.
The usual stuff New York already got to deal with, you know, rats, high rent, drill rappers, rats. Now being in the MCU, they also got to deal with constant alien invasions, a wizard opening rifts in the city, a giant who eats planets, a literal god, and a meth head with superpowers. And to a New Yorker, that last one probably sounds like the most regular one. If you were about to be teleported into the MCU, this city would quite literally be the worst place to be living already. And I already live here. Yup. It's not like if I got zapped in, I'd be put in like Wichita, Kansas or something. I would literally be in the epicenter of the problem. And as a regular New Yorkian civilian, I have no option but to live every day like it's my last. Cause it literally could be. And at that point, I don't think I'll even be scared. No. I'm gonna just start trying stuff. Go to the
nigga, you tweaking, nigga. I'll try to get my superpower somehow. Shit, you see all these niggas with superpowers, shit. What makes you think I can't get one too?
Club, try some new foods. I mean, you might even see me in the alleyway with Sentry. What else am I supposed to do when I'm living in a universe where Thanos could randomly pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy for him? The sad part is it wouldn't even have to be Thanos either, because as a New Yorkian, we're not even allowed to have Blick. So one of these street ser villains like the Vulture, or even lower than that, those bank robbers from Homecoming, can pull up on me and tell me to get sturdy too. And
yeah, like what?
Yeah, just keep me in regular NYC, bro. It's not worth it. I'm gonna be living there just to pay $5K a month on rent and have my first time seeing Spider-Man in person be watching him save a grandma while the Rhino was curb stomping me. Next up, I got a movie that might be even scarier because of how real it's starting to feel. iRobot. We all know this one. Movie set in the future, 2035, 10 years from now, where robots and AI are completely integrated into society. And I mean completely. They deliver packages for us, cook for us, keep us company. They keep the streets clean and even work with the police. And
I would not want to live. Never mind. I don't want to feed shit to AI. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure, crime rates stay low.
Never mind,
bro. These things are everywhere doing any and everything for us. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Robotic Huss? Just kidding. I know what you're thinking. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Robots doing everything for us? That sounds great. That's wrong. This is terrifying. Because aside from the fact that these things doing everything for us would pretty much turn us into skillless people from WALL-E, these things constantly being around us is a danger in this world. Because the people in this world like robots so much that they're convinced that they can't hurt humans. What? Bro, I know I'm not tripping.
Come on, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
People feel about AI right now. I refuse to believe in 10 years humans will be so comfortable with AI and robots and stuff to the point where they're comfortable not only living with them, but saying they can't commit crimes? What? Man, I've known my Siri for 10 plus years and I still don't trust her. You think I'm gonna trust this thing? But that's how it is for some reason in this world. People trust and love these robots. So they pretty much get a get out of jail free card. And if you live here, that should be terrifying for you. Could you imagine how out of control this could get? If there's no police around, what would stop one of these tin cans from shooting some random dude down the block and throwing the smoking gun into my hand? And guess what the cops gonna say when they roll up? So I was telling Bobby the other day, he should get the donuts from He's got a weapon! That would happen every single time and they would never get caught because they're not programmed to hurt humans. But it doesn't end there because those are just hypotheticals. This movie goes on to give me legit reasons to not want to live around these things. So we see throughout the movie there's a heavy emphasis on Will Smith's hatred towards these robots. Like, he really does not like these things. And it turns out it's because back in the day, Will got in this accident that sent him and this other car flying into some water. And when a robot came to save the day, it chose to save Will instead of the little girl trapped in the other car. RIP. Meaning,
yeah,
gonna help.
Yeah, shit, I'll be mad too about that. Like, damn, you ain't seen my daughter. Like, shit, I got saved, but it's like, damn, I wouldn't want my daughter to die before me. What the fuck?
These things could still leave you to die. So if it was me and a kid, an innocent kid trapped in a house fire, if the robot deems me as having the higher chance of living, it'll save me instead of the innocent 5-year-old child. Bro, finally made a right choice. But dang, that's messed up. What if that was my kid? I'd be pissed. Like, you're a robot. You can't like go gadget extend and grab both of us out the fire. That's ridiculous. What are you good for? Yeah, living here would suck. That's not even mentioning the thing running these robots, Vicky. An AI system built to protect people. Built to protect people, huh? Sounds hella familiar. And that ain't even mentioning the job market. If these robots do everything for us, how would we get jobs? Like, you know what I mean? They're robots. There's no room for human error. Employers would love them. No calling out, no talking back, no paid time off. I mean, you don't gotta pay them, period. These dudes are the perfect slaves. So if you're not building them or working with the police, you have nothing. Bro, this is exactly why I hope our world does not become like this. Because if I worked a long 20-year career in, let's say, construction, I'll be damned if I lose my position to an oil drink. Screw loose having, command listening. Another movie that scares me because it's realism stuff is 1984. This is one of them older films based on a book you might have read in school. Nah, who am I kidding? Y'all don't read. So I'll give you a rundown. Like I said,
You're not wrong. I don't read at all.
He's based on a book written in the 40s. So, you know, dark times, dark books. And in this world, society sucks. Everything's bleak, gray, and dull. Censorship and propaganda about some war constantly in people's faces. And worst of all, people are monitored 24/7. And this ain't like, oh, cameras on the street, phone activity. No. This is cameras on the street, cameras at your job, and even cameras at your crib. Like a big TV in the middle of your apartment with some dude's face on it that just watches you. Like, pause? But it still doesn't end there. It gets worse, because this society in 1984 doesn't promote individuality even in the slightest bit. Any personal hobbies, drawing, writing, collecting, throw them out the window.
That's the worst universe to live in.
Dreams, thoughts, or even memories. You're not allowed to do that either. I don't care how much you miss your grandma. Bro, you can't even have a shorty because their whole motto is you should only love Big Brother. Do I gotta say it? Pause. And then even if you do try to do any of this stuff, you're kidnapped and tortured till you eventually lose all that individuality. This is so messed up. You know what this reminds me of? Y'all know that Boondocks clip, the
Did I just catch you wanting to be shit?
That's what it reminds me of. Now, after all that stuff I just told you, you honestly think I'd want to live here? Hell nah. I'll take Thanos snapping away my local Ock over this stuff. That's why all things going on in the world right now scare me. I don't want to drag it and say it's to this level. I mean, the fact that I'm even making this video with, you know, no issues means we ain't there yet. But we are definitely taking baby steps. Like, it's getting crazy out here. We got the Brits out here censoring Wikipedia, censoring Discord, censoring Spotify? Are we serious? We gonna make teenagers listen to Kids Bop in 2025?
Yeah, like
even
what?
on Marvel Rivals, bro. They over here monitoring voice chats. Like, I got a warning the other day for just telling some dude to hop off. I mean, obviously I said it in a bit of a meaner way, but still, what is...
Motherfuckers be saying that shit on the game 24/7. Like, when the nigga gets mad at... Anyways, when a nigga gets mad on a game, yeah, they be saying that shit. What the fuck? Or like, if you jump somebody in the game, yeah, they be saying that shit. Like, I'll be saying that shit when I be mad too. I ain't gonna lie.
This, even YouTube with this silly ID thing, like, bro, why can't we just keep it like the good old days where they monitored us without telling us? Why do I have to consent to it now? And now, before I get to the movie that I'd hate to live in the most, honorable mentions. High School Musical, constantly singing and dancing.
What?
It would just get old.
Okay, I see his point. But I ain't gonna lie, over the other movies, I get you joking. Yeah, this is the worst one.
Especially because it's so random. Imagine you just trying to take a dump in the school bathroom and you have to rush out to go and sing We're All in This Together.
Yeah, especially since I can't sing too. Yeah, this is the worst one. I ain't gonna lie. You're not wrong. This is the worst one. You thought I was gonna say, yeah, this is easier than the other movies. Hell no, this is the worst one. I'm not gonna sing my entire life.
You get to wipe any of
I'm not gonna fail high school because I didn't sing. What?
the Conjuring films. I don't even gotta explain this one. Nah, I'm good. Secret Life of Pets, pretty self-explanatory too. And then The New War of the Worlds. Bro, The special thing about this one is not only do I think it's one of the worst ones to live in, but it's also just one of the worst ones, worst movies. This movie is garbage, garbo. Like, the reason I wouldn't want to live here is not because of the aliens invading the planet, but because of the sheer embarrassment I would feel being a part of it. Imagine dying to one of these aliens and the only person around to react is Ice Cube over his monitor saying, "Damn!" And now, the movie I'd hate to live in the
Yo, what the
most.
fuck?
Sinners. Alright, I don't think this one will be the worst one, just wanted to hype it up a bit, but still, it would be very scary to live in. This movie, if you ain't watch it, 10 out of 10. At first I thought it was a 9, but nah, it's a 10. This movie, if you ain't watch it, is based in the 30s, down in Mississippi, which already, horrible start. But the scariest thing about this movie, if you're living there, isn't the time period it's set in, it's the fact that this world has vampires. Yeah, real, pure-blooded, bona fide vampires. I first thought they would be some racist Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter type of vampires, but nope, these guys are actually the opposite. They welcome every and anybody to their lifestyle, which to me, if I was living here, would be even scarier. With a mean or racist
Bro, imagine, damn, turn on captions. But no, I'm saying, like, imagine, damn, you just go to sleep and you're upstairs in your room, you just look outside your window, you just see these vampires staring at you at night. That shit's scary. I ain't gonna lie.
vampire, at least you know where you stand. They gonna eat you, so you know, stay away from them. But with these ones, you just don't know. If one of these nice ones came to my door
I feel bad for niggas that gotta work morning shit. I ain't gonna lie, that shit would be scary.
disguised, singing me a song and offering me money, well, of course you can stay the night. Come on in. And it'd be raps for me. And even if that wasn't the case, I would not be able to avoid these dudes. Because even if they don't try to roll up to my door, they're attracted to music. And you know, I'm not saying I'm some Mozart or anything. I actually don't even know how to play a single instrument. But I am saying a 1930s Derek is definitely gonna be at one of them jukes. And one of them nights we definitely gonna get a Sammy-like singer who's gonna attract the vampires, and it's gonna be the same story all over again. Yeah, living here, I'm good off that. Even all this vampire stuff aside, like I said, this is in Mississippi in the 30s. If I'm not going to a juke, what the frick is there to do in the 30s?
Yeah, like,
I
what?
might just die from boredom. I see why all people did back then was just pop out babies, because what else is there to do? Not to mention, these weren't the safest times either, especially as a Dominican dude or anything but white. I don't think that band of hooded men would see me and make any exceptions. Talking about some, hold on now, wait a second, Chuck. Put the noose down. I think this one's Caribbean. Nah, they don't care. They don't discriminate. Well, they do, but you know what I mean. They just trying to meet their quotas. So Sinners, with or without vampires, I'm good. But I might dress up as one of the twins for Halloween, who's trying to help me find the clothes. That's pretty much all the movies I wanted to go over this time. And this one isn't
Shit, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I tried to stay up for this one. I ain't go to sleep. Hopefully not when I see the recording, but yeah, that's it for this video. Shout out to what's his name? Derek FDB for this video. Yeah, but if you like the video, like, subscribe, follow my socials, and we on the road to 1K.